Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, and anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to, one that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Dropping back, it's McKinney. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Bringing it back, it's Hawkins. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So TCU's offense will get the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Coming after him. Using his legs to buy some time. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They'll leave it with him. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Landry. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Shakes off the tackler. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Stay balanced.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. The Red Raiders are threatening in the red zone. Dropping back, it's McKinney. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Handoff to the single running back. Obliterates him, still on the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Texas Tech 3, TCU 0.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Back to pass, it's Day. Back open in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. third down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense.
Gain of 6.
It's a stop.
Brings up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
To the air, it's McKinney. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. And the Red Raiders get it past the sticks.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. He's right on target. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. behind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
The RPO, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
To the air, it's Day. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Discards a man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Back to throw, it's McKinney. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Buys a little time. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
That makes the score TCU 7, Texas Tech 6.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Day. He looks that one in nicely. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. It's caught. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Day. Pulls it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, looking to throw. makes a run in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the PAT makes it 14-6.
That makes the score. TCU 14, Texas Tech 6.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Landry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Day. Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air on first down. And that pass picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, TCU. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 20 over SMU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this ball matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw. He got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
To the air, it's McKinney. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
27, Texas Tech, 13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They move the tight end all over. Looking to throw, it's Day. He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, looking again to throw. Catch in the middle, it's held. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fielded in the end zone, it's Landry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. To throw, it's McKinney. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Wow, that is a sensational catch, and I tell you, you make catches like that deep down the field for your quarterback, he is going to go back to you again and again and again. That was a highlight play.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Dumps it to the back. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Central Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Hawkins. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Gonna try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it's another 1st and 10 play. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.